As one of the outputs of developing the team when doing the execution phase, also it's considered one of the inputs to manage the team, which is the performance assessment and feedback and the project execution phase. So, to start with understanding performance assessment and feedback, let's say they are crucial in executing process group, and they ensure that team members are meeting the expectations and contributing effectively to project goals. The performance assessment it's used to let's say evaluate the team contribution during the execution, and the feedback fosters the growth and continuous improvement. It focuses on fair, objective evaluation aligns with the project goals. And to start with understanding the importance of evaluating the team performance as it's key one of the outputs when developing the team and key input when managing the team. So evaluating team performance ensures the alignment with the project objectives. For example, let's say in a healthcare system upgrade project, assessing the IT team adherence to the implementation schedule identifies the skill gaps, for example, ensuring timely training and avoiding delays. Similarly, recognizing a team member's innovative approach to problem solving fosters a culture of continuous improvement. So again, to summarize the importance of having an evaluation of the team performance, we said that it ensures the alignment with the project objectives. Also, it identifies the skill gaps and training needs within your team. It promotes also the accountability and transparency within your team. Now let's see the key performance metrics or the KPIs for team performance evaluations. The key metrics like the timelines, the quality, and collaboration are vital for assessing the performance. Also, the quality of work is produced by each of the team member. For example, in case that you're working on a software project, let's say that you have 10 developers. Each of these 10 developers have, let's say, a checklist where you set the number of defects, the number of rework, the number of escaped defects, the let's say meeting the quality requirements each of these developers or not. This is how you can have a team performance evaluation checklist. Also, you can consider the deliverables completed on time. Each of the team member who were assigned to complete a certain deliverable on a time, you can see how many of them has met the deadlines. Also, the collaboration and the teamwork effectiveness by each of them, how they contributed to solve a problem, how they were communicating, what are the solutions were implemented, and how effective to the problem that were faced. So let's take an example here. Let's say in a marketing campaign project, measuring how well team members meet the deadlines and the quality of deliverables provide an insights to the overall team efficiency. A team that collaborate effectively to deliver high quality, let's say campaigns on schedule simplifies a strong performance. Now it comes to providing constructive feedback. So constructive feedback focuses on improving the performance rather than just criticizing the individuals. Focus on the behaviors and the outcomes of the team, not personal attributes. You may use a balanced approach to highlight the strength and areas for improvement as part of your continuous improvement process. Ensure to have, let's say, a specific, timely, and actionable feedback. Ensure that your, let's say, constructive feedback is aligned with the feedback, let's say, results. Now let's look into the techniques that is used for obtaining and delivering the feedback. So delivering feedback effectively requires a structure and clarity. For example, you may use one-to-one meeting for personalized feedback. Also, you may use a regular performance review for team level insight. ensure to set a smart uh, framework for actionable, let's say, recommendation. The SMART framework stands for a specific, measurable, let's say, actionable, um, uh, let's say, relevant and time bound, or we said specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant and time bound, which is this is the SMART framework, which also we use it when we set the project goals to ensure that it's a smart goals. So the SMART framework ensures the recommendations are clear and actionable, such as completing a structural design, with a specific deadline to meet the client review deadline, for example. Implementing improvement strategies. So improvement strategies helps to bridge the performance gaps by providing a training and development programs and ensuring setting clear goals for performance enhancements that focuses on the let's say the weak areas on each of these team members. So you set a goal for example, one team member who has, let's say, a lack of analytical skills. So you set the next month goal is to enhance his analytical skills by, for example, 20%, having an exam by end of the month, to ensure that the team member is improving based on the weaknesses areas that were covered when doing the team performance assessment. You also need to monitor and to monitor the progress and adjust the strategies as needed. And let's take an example here in a software development, let's say, team receiving agile methodology training to enhance, let's say, the sprint planning and delivery. Maybe a team member who has no knowledge on agile methodologies or Scrum framework, which we are gonna discover at the end of this course, where we have a full agile section, the methodologies, the frameworks that can be used. So in our case here, we say that in case if there is a team member who has no knowledge on Scrum framework and how their sprint planning isn't effective enough. So based on that, we take them as project managers to attend a training to enhance the sprint planning strategies and delivery at the end of the let's say the training. To promote a feedback of culture. So a feedback culture fosters the continuous improvement. It encourages the open communication and peer feedback, and it recognize and reward good performance team members, and that will motivate the other team members by nature. So you need to ensure that your feedback um, is integrated to the project workflows. And let's take an example here. Let's say in a software development project, peer feedback during the code reviews enhances the quality and promote the collaboration. So when there's two, let's say, developers working on developing a code for to deliver a certain feature, there's something called a peer review. The peer review is used, for each of the team members, to validate and to review each of their colleagues' work. So it enhances the collaboration and the quality. So in case if one of these developers has found, let's say, an error within the code or a way that it could enhance his colleague code, he can participate by enhancing the quality and promoting the collaboration between these two team members. Also recognizing achievements such as developers' efficient debugging skills and motivates the team members to strive for excellence and create a supportive environment. Now let's look into one of these real-world example of performance feedback. Let's say as a scenario, if we wanted to enhance the team productivity in a manufacturing project, the approach that we as a project manager we might follow is to have a weekly reviews highlighted or to highlight the bottlenecks, and that bottleneck has identified that some of these team members has lack of training on a certain machinery that it could impact the project delivery timeline, and it could impact the quality of the deliverables. So we decide to assign a training to address these skill gaps, and the or the outcome of that training is it reduced the production delays and improved the team morals. So the team, when they learn a new skill, they feel more confident and their moral will improve by the time. Finally, let's discuss monitoring and adjusting the performance. So monitoring the performance ensures a responsive to be responsive to challenges. So using performance dashboards for real-time insights, it will help you to have, let's say, a real-time monitoring in a proactive way to act in case that you suspect any trend of delays or any trend of let's say non-compliance with the deadlines or should or costs. So using these performance dashboards, it shows you the insights in real time, which enables you to have more effective monitoring. Also, you need to address the issues promptly, which happens recurring times. So you need to focus on why these issues are happening again and again. So you need to find a way and to assess the root cause that the team is facing to address that issue and to resolve it permanently. You also need to adapt strategies for the evolving project needs as well. And let's take an example here. In an agile project, dashboards, for example, in Jira and Monday, or let's say Asana, all of these dashboards or platforms, it has this dashboard tracking, which it tracks the developer the velocity, which highlights the areas that needs an attention. You may also reallocate the resources to address delays and critical features, ensures that the higher priority tasks stays on track. And to summarize our session on performance assessment and feedback, as we say that they are considered as they are an output, or it's an output of the developing the team process group, and it's an input for managing the team. So we say that performance assessment and feedback are integral to successful execution. Evaluating contribution, providing an actionable feedback, fostering a culture of improvement ensures the team alignment with the project objectives. So ensure you have this performance evaluation to ensure the alignment of the team with the project goals. Ensure to have constructive feedback to foster the growth and motivation within your team. Utilize these techniques and tools and dashboards to have a continuous monitoring and improvement to drive the project success.